to Neat 4x4. My name is Dylan, and this is Audrey. Today, I hope you can hear me over the wind, but I'll do a quick review back on the Motop Rooftop Tent, which we touched on around about 6 to 12 months ago. A lot of people ask, is it worth it? Is it still good after all this time? The answer is yes, it is. Brilliant. To be honest, the one thing that concerned me was the gas struts. So, gas struts external to the rooftop tent was a little bit of an iffy question, whether dust and residue was going to get inside of here and was it going to affect it going in and out, whatever. It has a little bit. They're a little bit weaker than what they used to be. You got to put a little bit more pepper into opening up the rooftop lid when you get around to it, but all in all, I mean, it still opens up the lid of the rooftop and it still keeps it open, which is a bit of a plus. The thing I do love about the Motop in this time are these rails here. So being able to bolt in sort of any accessory. Now this is just a factory lock and latch for the Motop, but these rails allow you to put any of those inside of it. From what I understand, the Motop's actually changed a fair bit from this model onwards. Thanks Addison, thanks for agreeing with me. On my actual canopy build, I've decided to chuck on a full-time ladder because the telescope ladder that used to hook onto these, quite annoying. The telescope ladder, you gotta carry it, you gotta put it into your canopy or your car somewhere, and you gotta slot it out, and it's only a certain length, which means if it doesn't reach the ground or if there's rocks or something, it's not actually gonna fit properly. Full-time ladder is just an extra thing. But the biggest question of all is, does it seal? Does it hold up against the rain and when there's big thunderstorms? Now, a couple of weeks ago, it's like 50 mil of rain, and I slept in this the entire time and not one drop came in. So I'm gonna show you just how quick and easy it is to set up. I'm gonna quickly just show how easy it is to set up, which is why I bought it in the first place, and I'll show you inside Taj Mahal. So these latches here obviously clip straight into the bar down here, which locks the roof nice and solid. And this little seal here runs along the whole way, and that seals everything in. Now when you close it up, you do tend to have a little bit of fabric and canvas hanging out here, but it's just a matter of just squeezing it in. The worst part is actually in this gas strut. You sort of got a limited amount of space before you can get back in there with your fingers. So simply we run around to each side and we just pop this latch like that, and there she's ready to go. You can see all that canvas and fabric. We come around to this side. Now I do have my double sleeping bag in there, but I do not run pillows. So I'll go ahead now and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So the Motop comes with a little bungee elastic cord that wraps around it, and that's just for assistance on when we're actually pulling the rooftop down. So simply that comes down here like so, and you're ready for entry. These have bent a little bit in the time that I've been using it, so it doesn't like do perfect stretch anymore. You can see that's not fully stretched, but definitely still does its job. It's still got plenty of tension along the top there. The one thing that hasn't changed about this is the quality of the canvas. So I've left this out a couple of times in the sun. You might be able to see that. A little bit of sunburn from the canvas itself, even along here. A little bit of stuff that gets through just from me not packing it up properly, but all in all, actually the canvas is fantastic condition. The one thing I love about this is during the night, during the day, sorry, in the morning, when the sun hits that side or any side of it, the canvas is perfect and you cannot see that sunlight come through. So these windows, easy to come down. They're double stitched and you got the stitching on the outside here so that when it does rain, it doesn't actually hit directly. I don't know if you can see that, a bit too dark, but it doesn't actually hit the zips with the rain, which is obviously helpful when you're talking about getting water in and stuff. And you can see on this side, you can't see out. You just can't. It's pure black out there, and that's awesome in the mornings. It helps with the heat of the sun. Obviously got the cargo net, which has been great. We just chuck sort of the clothes that you're wearing before bed up in there. And then a cheeky little light, which has just been there the whole time. Fits no dramas. Now, as you can see, I've got my double sleeping bag in here at the moment, which is, this is a thick one. This is like a negative 15 or 20 or something like that. So it's a fairly thick one, and these were the pillows. The pillows are completely flat now. So that is the risky run. I did have normal pillows in here, but I was sucking the juice out of them. So it wasn't, you know, it's definitely doable when you put the pillows in and compress, but you have to jump on the roof to really compress it and lock those struts in, lock the latches in. But it is doable for everyone that asks about if you can get your double bed, you know, your blanket in here and your pillows. But I just run the blanket in here, or in this case, my double sleeping bag. The pillows I chuck inside the cab. So all in all with this rooftop tent, I've had it for 6 to 12 months now. I'm pretty sure it's been closer to 12 months. I'm stoked with it, I love it. I've had me, my missus, and my little girl sleep in this tent, and I had no dramas whatsoever, fit 3 of us. This is the bigger one. They have changed since this one, and I believe the new ones have water issues. As far as I'm concerned with this one, I haven't had any issues with it. It's easy to set up, it's easy to pack up, which is the most important thing. That probably does suck is the condensations. I think they're fantastic. A year on, it's still going good. I don't know what it's going to be like. I think warranty ends in another year, so usually things start to go on before their warranty. But other than that, I'm stoked with it. If you think it's right for you, you can ask me any questions. Ask me if there's anything else you want to look at. One thing I will add is the mattress. Again, with compressing like your pillows and everything, the mattress has been extremely compressed because of having the bedding in here and the pillows in here and all the rest of it. So it's not as comfy as it used to be. So probably due for a new mattress. But for 12 months, not too shabby about buying a new mattress. Thanks for watching this one if you got around to doing it. Go check out the first one that I did, the original Motop review. This one's a little bit earlier than some of the videos I'd like to do. We've obviously got the Tidy build series that's happening at the moment, which I'm really stoked about and having lots of fun doing. The other big one is the rear end of this car, which you've had a bit of a look at in this video. But basically I want to do a full rundown of what's going on with that. And it's going to be pretty exciting. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. The front end's actually had a makeover as well. I want to say thanks for 1K subs. Doesn't seem like much, but I'm actually stoked with that. I'm really happy about it. So a couple of you people seem to watch the video, so we'll keep rolling with that. A lot's been done to the car that you've probably seen in this little video, but I'm going to make a lot of videos doing tiny little run through and the build as it goes, because I had a lot of things to do and rush to get this thing where it is now, just so it was ready in time for a quick trip. But I'm really stoked where it's at the moment. I'm keen to show you all about it. So hope you enjoyed this one. Hope it answers some of your questions. There are a lot of questions about the Motop, so if there's any other questions, ask them, send them through. Make sure you jump on the Neat 4x4 Instagram, the Neat GU Instagram, Beers Boys Bush, and yeah, we'll go from there, guys, and I'll speak to ya.